Good morning. It is 22 minutes after 9 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning from MainStreet Roswell, of course, the executive director, Barbara Gomez, and your latest, your newest,
one of our newest board members
as well here, Rob Tynes as well. Good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Well, congratulations. By night, he is a board member on MainStreet Roswell.
That's correct.
But by day, he's running the Westlake Hardware here, the Ace Hardware here downtown.
Right.
So
this guy is the Energizer Bunny. He runs everywhere fast and gets things done quick. We went down Main Street yesterday, day before, and we're trying to spend some more time with the stakeholders on Main Street. And guess what? Rob pretty much knows everybody.
Well, great.
I mean, I'm meeting some of them for the first time, and they're like, "Oh, Rob, I've known you forever."
So it sounds like you might be part of the greeting committee. I don't know if they have one of those, but you might be created, and guess who's chair?
From Walmart downtown, yeah.
Right.
But well, first off, congratulations, welcome, and I know you guys are always looking for great qualified people to serve on that board. And I'm guessing just because Rob's here doesn't mean you guys are good now. You probably could still use a few more.
Actually, let's see, was it in August and September?
Mm-hmm.
We've had 5 new board members join MainStreet Roswell
Excellent.
board, and they're all very qualified. They all come with different strengths and do a lot of different things.
Well, that's the
in
great thing about a board like that.
Yeah.
You know, if you have
Lots
one
of
that's
energy.
but if you got
Lots
those
of
guys that,
ideas.
okay, you got a lawyer or an accountant, okay, well they're going to
Funny.
And I imagine with your skill set, with being a general manager of a hardware store, and that comes with a lot of definitely additions that can help to theirs.
Right.
Of course, for folks that don't know, I mean, Westlake Hardware is always involved with community things, helping nonprofits either by giving them stuff or providing them a place to do their thing or whatever. And so he can take that concept to the Main Street board.
You know what? He comes in all the time saying, "Oh, I got this great idea." We say that we want to do something. He's like, "Oh, I've got that stuff at my store. I can donate it. I can give it to you at
Plus,
a
he's
discount."
got a pretty cool closet, right?
I know.
We need a grill.
He's
I know a guy. You know,
I think I can get one of those.
I need some hardware to fix it. I think I know a guy.
I know a guy that does that. The first time I met Rob was during the UFO festival, and I got from him an apron. You know, those utility aprons.
Oh yeah.
You know those
ones that are functional.
Oh yeah,
yes.
and that worked really well for me because you're carrying your cell phone, you've got pens, you've got notes, you've got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I told Rob, "Do you have any more of those? I'd love some for Main Street." Guess what? He's getting us some.
Nice.
So we're going to have some to be able to use.
Those might have become uniforms before you know it.
Yeah. Hey, and
recruiting while I'm on the street.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
So we're here in November already, Mike. We're here. I can't believe it's already November and it's cold outside.
It is the holiday spirit, and here's the thing. I'd say about 2 weeks ago, maybe that they've started putting up the holiday lights here in the Main Street corridor.
Yes, they did.
And they're not done yet, obviously.
No,
but it's starting to look a little like Christmas downtown.
It is.
And so, and now that it's getting dark in the mornings again.
Beautiful this morning.
It's kind of a highlight for me coming into work and getting to see, especially with the last couple of days, they've got construction going on North Main as a resurfacing.
Right.
So you're down to one lane and all that, but then you get downtown, and you're like,
it looks really great. Yeah,
again, so.
Yeah. Jesse McDaniel puts that up for us and his group. We've got a couple of great people, specifically one of our community partners, Wendy. And, she just organizes this whole thing and makes sure that we have lights. She gets sponsors. Jesse starts putting the lights up about middle of October, I think it is. Okay. And they'll stay up all the way till the 1st of February.
Yeah, they are.
They're there for a little bit.
The extended holiday season because they're pretty to look at.
Everybody likes them. They don't want us to take them down.
And to be honest, you guys probably get a few complaints like, "Why did you take the lights down?" It's like,
we do.
It's electric bill. And we go, but B is we want to keep it special for the holidays, and it's kind of like we were talking, McDonald's because you sponsor, and there's a reason why the McRib is so special because they only give it to you a certain amount. And these Christmas lights are kind of the same way. Granted, we keep them up a lot longer the holiday season per se. But
because
November
they're
through
not
February,
too
we want to keep 'em up.
Christmassy. They're just lights.
They're
and-
plain
and
white lights, the LED. They're the advanced ones with all that.
People
and
take pictures up and down that
it's pretty,
street, and
especially if all the trees are roughly around the same size and everything. The way they
Yeah,
are,
the way they're
it kind
set
of
up.
gives that sweet uniformity and kind of it accents what the rest of the
It gives
town.
city character.
Absolutely, you're absolutely
See,
right.
because we can't
So-
put things across the street anymore like we used to be able to. So this way, we still have something going on Main Street that
Yeah.
makes it look and feel like a big
Plus,
town feel.
It adds
kind of.
to
Correct.
when we get to the holidays and we have the light parade and all the things we normally have as tradition here in
Yep.
Roswell. It definitely sets the tone for all of that too.
Yeah,
So-
and we can't wait to tell you all about what we have going on in Christmas, but we're going to wait for just
Yeah,
a
we
little
got-
bit
we got-
because we
we
got to
got
get past
Thanksgiving,
November.
we
We
got-
got to
we
get
got
past all this.
some small business and Black
trust me.
Fridays to
Yeah,
worry
we got
about
all kinds of stuff to
before
talk about.
we
but,
get to Christmas. So where you want to start?
Sure.
First Friday.
I'd
Do we have
love
anything
to,
for tonight?
I'd love to talk about First Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have some great things going on. Like I said, Rob and I went and visited a few of our merchants. And this is happening not just today, you guys. This is happening throughout the month.
Okay.
'Cause this
so
is
this
a
is like an
whole-
extended.
This is an extended
Friday?
Well, that's what I was telling Rob. Rob says you're here to talk about First Friday on First Friday, so it's kind of late to talk
Sure.
about First Friday. So I would like to better say it starts on First Friday and goes on throughout the month.
Especially with November here,
Yeah.
because I know many of us are probably, as you should, be thinking about Thanksgiving right
Yeah.
now, and you're thinking about, but pretty soon you're going to be, and of course right after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, some of the biggest marketing
Right.
days of the year are going to be happening, and Main Street Roswell's heavily involved.
Yeah, and you
in
need to get
supporting the
started on those
businesses.
things really, really fast. So let me start first with, I want to tell you about this only because I think Rob and I believe it was our favorite place to stop at, is Sweet Baby J's. If you have not been to this bakery, you are missing out. Just to let you know, their hours are Friday from 11 to 8 and Saturdays 9 to 2. And you're thinking, wow, they're not open very often. Well, no, they don't have a big staff.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean that you can't order something special from them. They
Absolutely.
do. I didn't know this. Rob and I just found out about this the other day, that they rent out their venue
Okay.
for parties, wedding
nice.
parties.
And they're
for-
right on 4th and Main there.
Yes,
yeah.
right there. Yeah, right there on Main in the
4th
corner
and
of
More.
Main.
Is it 4th and Main?
Fourth
I think
and
it's
Main.
4th and Main.
Fourth
yeah.
and Main.
4th and Main, right? Catty corner there to the courthouse and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and we've got a chance to
Or next
speak with Jerry, and she makes some amazing things. So items vary each weekend with a few of our best sellers available every week, like get ready to make your mouth water,
All right.
pecan pie, key lime pie, chocolate chip cookies. Other goodies we'll have this week is Galaxy brownies, cream-filled croissants, tiramisu, caramel apple pies, stuffed cookies, and more.
Dang.
They also do some sugar-free type things.
Okay.
They do gluten-free,
Oh,
and
wow.
all the remaining Halloween items are going for 50% off. So if
Nice.
you've seen all those fun cookie designs, yeah, and apples and cakes.
Awesome.
So that's all happening over there.
And you can lie. There's a rule. You can, and what I mean by this is you can
lie about. What are we going to lie about?
I'm not to them, to your family. What you do, the move is you go and you buy your pecan pie, or with the holidays coming up here, and you're like Thanksgiving pie, and go buy it there, and then lie and tell all your friends you made it from scratch, and they're gonna yeah. They will not mind as long as you actually pay for the stuff. That's what they care about. But you can go and tell your friends you made it from scratch, and then you might out yourself later when they ask you to do it again. You can't pull it off, but
You have to go shopping again.
that cross that bridge and you can go buy another pie.
Right.
They state that they were going to take orders up till a certain point.
Okay.
Get your
So
orders,
get your orders in for
early
Thanksgiving now.
Thanksgiving.
But the earlier the better. That way you can, especially if you're wanting something kind of unique or something that requires a little bit more work for their part, give them the time to do that. So
Yeah, but you can find her, of course, at sweetbabyjsbakery.com. So if you want to order something, go by and see her.
nice.
That was a great shop. I
Or
mean,
just buy it and eat it there.
No, that's true. Just buy and eat it there. But go by there tonight.
That's right.
Really. Go by there.
Get you a car pie.
Get a fork. Eat it on the
Just
whip.
had to sample.
Had to do that. So that's what she's doing today. Another business that's doing something really, really fun is He Cats wanted us to talk about Apollo's Den. I don't know if you've ever been in there.
I'm not familiar,
But she's the one right north of Subway.
Okay.
And she's got all kinds of mythical dragons and Celtic gifts and
I walk by it all the time.
Fairies and
I've never actually been in.
She's just got some amazing things. She says she's got Green Man gifts, and I'm not sure what that is. I think I'm going to walk over there and find out what she means.
I do
by
not
that.
know. I don't know if my Roy or Sean know more about that. I do
no?
not. I do not know.
She said that you can go in there to find unique gifts for hard to buy and for eclectic person, or a teapot or cup
if you have
for your mom.
collectors, it sounds like people that like to collect things, or if you like, you have someone that likes the mythological and loves that that fantasy type stuff.
Oh yeah.
There are probably some cool gifts that person on your list would love to own. So check them out.
We also talked to Cameron over at She's a Dandy.
Okay.
And she's saying she's also doing Shop Small. So we are all going to be doing Shop Small this month.
Because they're all small businesses.
Because they're all small business.
These are the glue that holds Main Street together.
That's
here.
right.
Yeah.
Small Business Saturday's coming up, but they're starting a few things early already. So if you buy $50 or more, you can get one T-shirt.
Okay.
So she says she's ordering more this year than she has before.
Great.
And so it's a good time to go in and see She's a Dandy. If you've not walked in there and looked at their shirts,
they're awesome.
Great. They are awesome.
They do a lot of unique stuff, requests.
Custom.
That's what I meant. Custom. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Handmade requests, basically. So if you're like, I always wanted this on a shirt, they'll
do it.
I mean, as long as you're not dealing with copyright issues or any of that kind of legalities, but yeah, they'll be happy
to do all that. They have all kinds of
stuff.
Designs and all types of T-shirts, all types of material.
Yeah.
V-necks, regular necks, round necks. Rob, why don't you tell them a little bit about some of the places that you got to see that he was like going, I didn't know this was here.
The ones he stumbled upon.
I really enjoyed CNS Design. I think that's really
CS.
Great. CS Designs.
You keep trying to give them an in there.
And it was really awesome to see some of the things that I was unaware that they carried.
Okay.
So some great holiday gift ideas.
Okay.
Great atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Especially if you're into charcuterie boards or wine or beverages.
So if you like to have your little
Spirits.
get-togethers, parties, things like that, they probably got a lot of accoutrements to help with that and things like that.
Around the back there, they've got a lot of room back there. It's really kind of cool how they have taken, what are those things called?
Crates.
And she's made them into tables, pallets.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And turned them into functional or art
places.
or whatever.
So if you want to go do something with your kids, you can go by CS. Now you got me saying CNS. CS Designs. Go see Cheyenne. She's got some great stuff in there.
Nice.
You can do some painting with your kids.
Okay.
You buy something, a little wood.
So it's as much of a little art studio as it is a store, a boutique to shop for gifts and things.
And let's see, another thing that she's doing, which I think is really, really,
this is a great idea.
Really, really special. She's calling it Small Business Saturday Pop-Up.
Okay.
And what she's looking at is she's looking for small business owners who do not have a brick and mortar yet.
Okay, so if they're an online-only business,
so they're thinking, I'm online, but I'd love to transition to a brick and mortar.
Gotcha. Okay.
She's got a big area, so she's hosting an event on November the 26th, which is Shop Small Saturday.
Okay.
And so she's inviting anybody that's out there that's wanting to try it out.
Okay.
Kind of like an incubator.
Now, is this limited to like merchandise, or can like food trucks show up?
I'll tell you what she says. Let's say, who do not have a brick and mortar store and would like to participate in Small Business Saturday.
Okay.
Limited space and no.
In theory, a food truck, unless they own a brick and mortar.
I asked her about food. I think she said no, but it was more kind of like maybe
more for like arts, crafts, things you make. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or maybe you're willing to sell.
I imagine if there's an entrepreneurial food truck out there, say, hey, do you got anybody serving food at this event? I can come out and give her a call, let her know.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I think. Wait a second. I think she is going to have some type of food items. I don't know what she's going to do for that.
Okay.
But you can call her, text her. She is at CS Designs. She's at 318 North Main. So I thought it was a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Because that ties right into us, which is.
And I imagine, too, she could probably, as a business owner, with her designs and that things, and help and even probably work with some of these businesses if they're trying to jump into the brick and mortar side of their business.
Yeah. And I think maybe, with this will grow. So something that we do every year, or maybe once, kind of like this during this time.
Sure.
I'm even thinking it might be cool to have some advisors, you know what I'm saying, there. So maybe you're saying, I don't even know how to jump from, being a truck or being an at-home
making
online,
that next level move.
That next level into a brick and mortar. And another thing that we as Main Street Roswell can provide for them, we can say, look, this building is open. This building's available on Main Street.
your real estate.
We do have a
license. They no, I'm just kidding. They don't have that. But no, they have where you can go and kind of it's like a classified for the Main Street area. And so if there's properties or offices that are available for lease or purchase here in the Main Street corridor, which is more than just Main Street, by the way. Yeah. It does follow a few streets on either side.
Yes,
here.
It does.
But that's in there. So if you're new to town or you're wanting to move into the Main Street corridor, that's probably one of your first resources to kind of go and say, hey, they got several properties in this building or this one's open or whatever.
Right.
And we do have quite a few in the Main Street corridor that are looking for tenants right now.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we are. And actually, our corridor, as you call it, starts over on the other side of McDonald's on 8th Street all the way down to Alameda Street. And on the sideways going the cross streets, east and west, they go to Virginia and Richardson Avenue. Yeah. So as you're thinking about it, even the ones down the street, like the 3rd Street, 4th Street, 5th Street, you've got Martine's Capital Cafe, you've got La Gran Victoria, you've got the small what is that? The little miniatures?
Yeah, the miniature museum. But don't you even go back to like where the Historical Society?
No, actually,
is that on the edge? Is that outside?
That's outside of our corridor. Okay. But interesting that you should mention that because we are actually looking into expanding our corridor.
Okay, to maybe cover that
the historical area and to cover the railroad district.
Okay, which that would make perfect sense because that's kind of becoming the arts and entertainment district of the downtown area. Yeah. So it's kind of evolving into part of downtown anyway. It just is.
And of course, you've got the barbecue place, Backdraft Barbecue. Yeah. They are on Railroad.
Yeah.
But, they're pretty much as much of part of Main Street as everybody else is.
Absolutely. So. Yeah. I always consider that part of Main Street anyway, even though it's not technically officially. I just kind of, lumped it in with there because it just works,
Yeah, it does.
And let's face it, if you're downtown here shopping, that's just a 2-block walk over to the if you're like, hey, I want some of that Backdraft Barbecue, or I'm going to do the hook and ladder challenge, or the one that Casey from the show couldn't pull off.
That wasn't here, was it?
That was.
Really?
Yeah, Backdraft Barbecue was on Man vs. Food about 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was Antigua's, Bewitches. It was right when Bewitches first opened. That's when they were in town. And, they went to those, but they did the challenge at Backdraft. And basically the challenge was they had to pretty much eat everything that Backdraft sells on the menu. And it was this big cookie sheet with ribs, brisket, beans, all the sides too, the coleslaw, the everything, mac and cheese, everything they have was on this. And the guy, the host of the show, Casey, he's pretty good at these challenges too. He's no slouch. He could not finish that challenge. Backdraft Barbecue beat the Man versus Food one.
Wow.
In his particular one. But that was all a Backdraft.
Well, I'm sorry I missed that. Yeah. But we've got to make sure to include him in what we're doing.
Absolutely.
But in case you missed it, we did get money. In case you missed it, we did get $2.1 million towards the park. It's not a park. It is the Market Walk. Is that what they're calling it? The Market Walk. It is right there you're going on 2nd Street before you get to the railroad station.
Yes, okay.
Going south.
I know what you're talking about.
You know where the distillery is going to be.
Yeah, the East 2nd area just off Main.
And going south from there. So we did get some money to get started on that project. Okay. I'm sure we're going to need to ask for more, but the state was giving capital outlay money, $10 million, and we got $2.5 million of that bad. For Roswell. So
that'll
that's
definitely
pretty cool.
At least hopefully fund a chunk of that project.
Yes, at least a big start on it.
Yeah, good deal.
So it's going to be really, really cool there.
Well, and that's just been something that we've been kind of, we as a city and a community for years is kind of rehabbing and that's been a project that's been going on here for, I don't know, 6-7 years. I mean, just slowly as different entities have moved back into that area and kind of rehabbed and refurbished and the haiku venue, all the different things that are in that little cluster there. And
if you'll notice, as soon as something happens such as that, and somebody builds something or somebody rehabs something or somebody opens up another business, it just encourages everybody. Everybody wants to try to make theirs look better or look, buy property around them. I mean, even going down, I'm trying to think of it, 4th Street on the 2nd block past Virginia. there's a building there on the right that they put, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but they put wood on the outside of it. It looks really cool. It was a building, I don't know how old it is, but it looks really cool.
You know what I would love to see someone take over? And I've heard rumors for years that they're going to do it, but I've never actually seen anybody do it.
What's that?
Is the old Carnegie Library that's farther down 3rd Street.
It's all redone.
Is it redone?
It's completely
redone.
It's not open yet, but it's completely redone.
Because I hear there's stuff going, but I'm like, I don't see any activity going on over there.
Yeah.
So it's a different building inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I kind of walk by from time to time, and it kind of looks the same on the outside.
No, I mean, they redid
good.
over
I'm so glad because
on the west side.
That's a great
they did
facility.
They've done a lot to
facility.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you know that was it? Well, obviously it was a library.
Originally.
I had a chance to walk through that.
So what are they going? What is it eventually going to be now?
I heard it was a restaurant.
That's what I heard too.
I heard it was a restaurant,
like a little
but
coffee shop, restaurant type thing.
Yeah, with a little outdoor area. So. I mean, we need more restaurants. So if you're a restaurant out in the boonies,
you see where I work every day. You see where you work at. How handy would that be just to walk up the street for a second? I kind of would dig that. Just saying.
I mean, we do have stellar coffee, and
we do. But I don't get to walk that way very often. Yeah. So let me go walk that way for a little bit.
So we do have, like I said, Shop Small. So I'm going to let you have this.
Yeah.
But let's go Shop Small.
Yeah.
And we're not just talking Shop Small on Main Street. You know, patronize everyone that's got a small business.
Absolutely.
Help them out during this time.
And I've said this, and to be honest, I don't know the exact percentages. I'm just ballparking here, but they always say when you shop in a local business, local mom and pop store that's not a chain, that's not it's just a one-off or a couple local locations, something like that. A larger percentage of those dollars stay in Roswell. It's like something like 75 cents on the dollar stays in. Or I don't know that.
I don't know.
My numbers are off, but that's what I heard years ago. Versus like a box store, like your Walmarts, Targets, Home Depots, about 30, 35 cents on every dollar from those stay.
Yeah.
And then, of course, online, unless it's a local business online, none of that comes here.
Yeah.
So support our local merchants. Yes. Shop in our stores downtown, even the big box ones. We get a little bit of that. So you are helping the community by not shopping online.
Right. That is true. That is true. Like you said, unless you're buying something specifically from Roswell.
Yeah.
And a lot of our stores do have that.
And all that money,
shopping.
for folks that aren't familiar, comes back to the city in what's form of gross receipts tax. And so the state, and you love this, hate this, or whatever it is, the state says, we deem you've earned this, and we're going to send you down this money. Is it accurate? Talk to your elected officials about that one. But that's the process, and then that's the money that they use for the general fund. So when they want to fund the police, to build the roads, add whatever at the park, or that's where that comes from. So
that's another great reason to shop local.
Exactly. So when you come in and visit one of our Main Street merchants. All of that,
businesses.
A larger percentage of money goes back to building parks and building things in our community.
Of course, I'm sure you know this already, Mike, but the biggest reason, or the one big reason that Main Street Roswell groups came up, just like Main Street Roswell, Main Street New Mexico, Main Street America, the reason it came up is because at one point everybody was moving off Main Street. They were moving to malls. They were doing suburbs and moving
looking for greener grass.
Yeah, and all of a sudden Main Streets were dying everywhere, and that's the last thing you want for your Main Street to die. You need to keep it vibrant, where things are happening. That's why we at Main Street Roswell try to do everything at the courthouse lawn. Try to do fun and interesting things.
Kind of the most visible spot in the Main Street district.
Yeah,
there.
And of course you drive by there, so you stop by and see what's going on.
You're always curious. Hey, what's going on along there? And could be a prayer thing. Could be First Friday. Could be Piñata Fest.
It could be. It could be just about anything. As a matter of fact, coming up really quick, and it's high on your radar, which is, of course, Veterans Day on the 11th. Is that right? The 11th?
Yeah, it'll be. We'll celebrate 1 week from tomorrow, Saturday. Today's still Friday, right? Yeah, just making sure. My life's been crazy.
Yeah,
is it still Friday?
But is it next Friday now?
It's the 12th or whatever that Saturday is. Yeah, that's next week.
Yes.
Right?
Next Friday.
Yeah, that's next. Well, the parade stuff's on Saturday.
That's right, the 11th and 12th.
Veterans Day is actually Friday, the official Veterans Day. The citywide parade and everything will be on Saturday. We're asking everyone gather at the courthouse lawn or Pioneer Plaza in that little vicinity You can park behind the courthouse in Virginia. There's some parking in Pioneer Plaza and on our side of Main Street as well to get your spots. And then about 9 a.m., we're going to have a short, I say it's about 45-minute ceremony. We'll have a few guest speakers, scouts. We're going to do our little thing there. And then we'll have the parade that will move towards the Wool Bowl. We'll head north towards the Wool Bowl. So we'll go down from Maine, from there at the courthouse, 3rd, 4th Street, that ballpark, to, I guess, was that
I think
College?
you're going 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
I think 4th or 5th Street. So you head up.
And then we'll head towards, and then we'll go to the Wool Bowl. And then after that, we're going to have some booze. They're going to have, like, I think the National Guard's going to bring out some stuff. We got some various, I think, there's going to be a car show out there. So they're going to be stuff you can hang out and visit for a couple hours.
Wow, so they've expanded it. That's great. That's great.
We plan for everything to be done about noon, 1-ish, whenever. But we would love to, come out this, that Saturday morning and do the ceremonial part. But we'd love to have you join us at the Wool Bowl parking lot there afterwards. And, it'll be food and stuff, especially veterans. A lot of people want to give you, the veterans, some stuff and things like that. So, so that's kind of that's the kind of the flow for the day there on the 12th there. So
we made sure and let our Main Street people know that it was going to be Veterans Day and the parade and everything, so that they can make sure and look out, maybe come out and support if they can. So
hey, if you want to run in the parade with us, love to have you. Come be a part. Put your stuff on there. Grab a veteran, throw them in the car with you. Come on, let's have some.
And it's free, isn't it? All you have to do is just show up.
Show up at I think they said
0900.
Yeah,
I think that's what Commander
check her out.
Lee.
0900. Check you out.
Well, this is I'm learning. Commander Lee's like, Barbara.
I was joking because Sean asked me earlier about the O thing, and we were joking. I said, well, if you remember the movie Good Morning Vietnam. With
Robin
Williams, and there was a line that he said in that movie. He goes, "Oh, it's 0530. What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early." So that was that's always been my running joke. What's the O stand for?
That's how you remembered the right way to say it, right?
Oh my God, it's early.
I thought you were going to say good morning.
Yeah. Oh, the Good Morning Vietnam. No, but that was one of his little. That's what I always to this day. That's always stuck in my head. Is what's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early. But yeah, so 0900, 9 a.m. to the lay folk that Saturday morning. So come out tonight. Come out and some of the businesses will be staying open.
Some of them will stay a little bit later, but you don't have to wait till tonight. Come out today. There's all kinds of stuff. I know it's a little windy out, so come on out anyway. There's all kinds of fun stuff to look at.
We got lots of buildings that shield wind.
Grab some coffee, go over to Moon Man and find a T-shirt or two. He's got some great items out there.
Yeah.
And just a little bug in your ear. We're getting ready for Christmas. I won't talk too much about it.
But more to come.
Yeah, more to come. But just to let you know, our theme this year is Christmas at the movies.
Ooh.
Oh, now, who doesn't like Christmas movies? Let me see. What's your favorite one, Mike?
Of all time, or
just any movie?
Yeah, all right, this one's moving up my list.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm ready to proclaim it an all-time favorite, but it's becoming one of my top 5 funny ones I enjoy watching every year.
Okay.
Fred Claus. Have you seen that movie?
I don't think I've seen that one.
It stars Paul Giamatti as Santa Claus, and
I think it's on my list of movies.
Oh shoot, what's his name? Vince Vaughn.
Okay, well, he's always
plays
funny.
Fred, Santa Claus's brother. And so the whole premise of the movie is Fred's a little jelly over the spotlight of his brother. He's kind of the dumb kid, or the kid that can't do anything wrong. He doesn't, and then so it's like a redemption story for him.
Nice.
And then it's a rekindling of the relationship. Kevin Spacey's in it as the bad guy in this one. It's I don't know what it is about that movie. It just every time I watch it, the jokes, everything just hit right with me, and I kind of dig that movie. It's called Fred Claus, and it's a nice, lighthearted
when we were
Christmas
out,
movie.
When we were out talking to some of the merchants, many of them were saying, "Oh, I know exactly how I'm going to decorate my window. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do elf. I'm going to do."
I think the big one was already decided, the National Lampoon's.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to work with on that one.
So we are having
Elf would be another one. I think it's got a lot to work with. Christmas Story, which by the way they're getting a new one.
Yeah.
HBO Max, I think here in a couple days, like maybe this weekend, they're releasing what in essence would be a sequel to A Christmas Story. And I from what I understand, it's Ralphie, the main kid.
Sleep.
Yeah. it's him as an adult with his own family, and he's trying to recreate the Christmases of his childhood for his family. So he takes the family back to the home where he grew up there. I'm not sure if it's Cleveland in the movie. It's Cleveland in real life, but
Right.
And so I believe he's original from the movie. His little brother is also the Scott Farkas, the bully. There's like 4 or 5 original cast members that were kids back then are now adults that are going to be in the new, and it premieres on HBO Max I think this weekend.
This weekend already.
Yeah.
It's never too early for Christmas, is it?
No.
Oh,
Well, they're already starting now. So, yeah.
So anyway, look for us, you guys. You want to find out more about empty buildings. You want to find out what's going on Main Street. Look for us on MainStreetRoswell.org. You can find all kinds of information. You can find out forms. You can sign up for being a vendor, food truck. There's all kinds of stuff you can do to
absolutely
volunteer.
Always looking for need for more volunteers to serve in various things.
To be in the parade, by the way, which we are having the Electric Light Parade this year.
Oh yeah.
So there's all kinds of fun.
We got
things.
a movie theme, Christmas movie theme to put together on that.
Yes.
One, so.
Our what's our movie? I can't remember what it's called. Rob, what is our movie? Polar Express.
Oh yeah. That's
this year is going to be Polar Express free movies on the courthouse lawn. So we'll come back. We don't want to talk too much Christmas.
All that, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk to you about
come
Christmas
out this
later.
weekend. Come out, shop. Don't forget, support Small Business Saturday and Black Friday. All of that. Don't forget your Main Street merchants. They're probably going to have, to be honest, the best unique deals for you.
That's right.
Here downtown and the greatest customer service. Because if you're kind of, especially with holiday shopping, where you may not be the most knowledgeable person on the thing you're buying because you're buying it for somebody else, let their expertise kind of guide you. To make the right choices there for your gift.
Yeah, I mean,
what makes Roswell unique downtown is the fact that the items that we do see in the local shops from the merchants are one of a kind.
Yeah,
they're not like you're going to see it in every store.
Sure.
Hey, Rob shopped in every one of them already.
Well, and plus they know their products. Yeah. It's not like and don't get me wrong, your box stores, your hardware stores. Yeah. I get it. You know, they're convenient, but when you're trying to buy like cookery or something that's kind of a niche market or something that you need, but you're not, I mean, it's like, it's a pot. What do I know about pot? You know, and let them say that do nothing but study this very thing that you're doing. Let them tell you the difference and why this particular pan is better than this particular pan. And that's where and let's face it, the box store, if you ask a question like that, to be like, I don't know, it's they look at the box like you're looking at the box going, it says here, it's green.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but even going over to Roswell Mercantile, Adele's got some wonderful wood items there, furniture. I mean, just
with
you guys.
New items coming in.
New items coming in. So, yes, please don't miss out shopping on Main Street.
Absolutely. Again, I encourage you to like and follow Main Street Roswell's Facebook page. Yes. Just type in Main Street Roswell on Facebook. Maybe throw an NM in the search there. It's actually
just Main Street.
I mean, if you're just doing a search.
Main Street Roswell.
Yeah.
And we also have a stakeholders page, and those are for people that are right on Main Street.
Okay.
You can join the stakeholders page and hear about what's going on specifically for you, a stakeholder on Main Street.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're definitely a business merchant on here, it probably behoove you to be a part and listen in on that meeting.
Yeah.
Just
to hear what's happening.
Exactly. Good deal.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys. We'll see you here next time and appreciate it. Welcome to the board here.
Thank you.
And we'll see you hopefully.
Next time I'll bring another board member. How's that?
Sounds like a plan. Like a plan.
Thank you.
Now, hopefully they got to top him, though. That's the problem.
Now that's the problem.
Now they got to top Rob.
It's going to be hard.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It is anytime. It is 9:56. Quick break.